Hi, everybody. I hope you've been having a good week getting into the groove of online school and maybe finding out how to have community even though we're separated. Um, last time we talked a little bit about pride and humility and how at the root of humility is probably honesty. Who are you really? Where are you really putting yourself on your hierarchy of importance? So, are you putting yourself first, where you might run the risk of alienating others because if you're being very self-centered, that's hard on relationship. Or are you putting yourself first this way, putting an extremely high set of expectations on yourself to where you're full of anxiety or maybe depression, or you have to quit because you just can't keep up with what you're requiring of yourself. Um, those are ways that pride can be unhealthy, or you have a dishonest view of yourself that makes your life tough. So, anyway, I just want to look a little bit deeper into that whole theme of honesty. Um, I'll tell you a little story. I am in my Master's of Divinity program. I think I've shared that with several of you. And part of that is taking Greek classes. So, I'm in front of some books today, and that's on purpose. I've got right there a couple of Greek texts and some others down below. But a big part of that is studying the Greek language. Now, at the time that I took those classes, that I was working at Montana Bible College, and I had been working there for a few years. The students there I viewed as nieces, nephews, or even like my kids. A lot of them were my kids' ages. In fact, my daughter-in-law was a student there. So, I mean, you kind of get the picture of how the relationship worked. Loved the students there, talked with them all the time. It wasn't like I looked down on them. It was just, I felt like I was older and maybe more experienced. I've always had a good grasp of the English language, English grammar. So I went into Greek class thinking I was going to do fine. My Greek instructor was maybe 15, 20, probably 20 years younger than me. So I went in thinking this is not going to be a big deal. I quickly realized that it was going to kick my butt. Given the parameters I had, i.e., my own mind, not set up to be excellent at that study, and I had a couple of teenagers at home. I had other classes I was in. I was working a lot of hours. I was not going to get an easy A by any means in that class. I had to, number one, have an honest look at myself. What is a humble way to see who I really was in that setting? But number two, realizing, okay, so I'm not great at Greek. I'm not going to get an A plus without a whole lot of effort. This is going to be embarrassing, and people half my age are going to do way better than me. So just being okay with that. Now, I don't mean to say it's okay to be lazy or not make the most of what you have, but I also mean to say trying as hard as you can, but then leaving it there and being all right with your best. So, what I'm hoping to hear from you this week is what are some situations where you had to kind of face your limits? What are some ways that you have learned to optimize facing your limits and to work with what you have and make the most of it? What are some struggles maybe that you're still facing, or some difficulties you've had, or some triumphs? So I'd love to hear a story from you or some thoughts. I look forward to hearing your emails. I've been enjoying reading them and interacting with you. So looking forward to my next time I hear from you. Bye-bye.